Over 6 weeks, the wildfire torched 138,000 acres overlapping 4 counties. The 2002 Hayman fire quickly became the worst in Colorado history. 5 years into what will be a centuries-long restoration, the land shows subtle green signs of rebirth, even as the abundant moisture of the last 2 years has played havoc with erosion along the watershed. Just north of Woodland Park, a 49-year-old health food store owner named Lori Glauth faces a dual challenge. She's still learning the basics of cattle ranching while, at the same time, struggling to reclaim the scorched remains of the 800-acre Pinehurst Ranch, passed down from a pioneer woman named Zelma Warden, who entrusted Lori with maintaining the ranch's agricultural tradition and never, ever selling out.
Her life was here. She loved the land. She loved this way of life. And it is still very crude to this day, what is left. But it is still a working cattle ranch, and my intention is to honor what she entrusted to me. And I will not develop it. And through the course of my life, it will be turned into some sort of conservation easement or working ranch or combination thereof. And I'll make that decision as I get older.
On this once decimated land, the cattle are part of the solution. Already, the blackened moonscape that once covered 650 acres of her property has sprouted new grass. Lori plans to employ what she calls a holistic approach to grazing by using fences to create a series of rotating grazing areas. She'll avoid the expense of leasing winter or summer pastures on national forest land. This, she says, offers her best chance to create a profitable and sustainable operation.
There's the learning curve and the breeding process and trying to take all that information and figure out a right or wrong, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, the weather that's occurred. And then this year, this spring and during the winter, the cattle were out on their winter pasture north of here, and they got into the pine needles, and pine needles, very short order, they will abort calves because they will forage. If the grass isn't there, they will forage on pine needles. So I lost a whole lot of calves this spring. Right now, these animals will go out on summer pasture in approximately 3 weeks, and they'll be out for 6 months.
New stands of aspen rising from the singed remains of old groves remind Lori that even after a catastrophic wildfire, the land holds promise.
It's been a hard road this winter, especially in light of the weather. And you have to keep asking yourself why you're doing this. But at the same token, there is a plan, and it is enjoyable, and I love the outdoors, and I love the animals. So it'll all work and it'll all come together.